Okay, I am here with another box of video games from Retro Game Treasure. If you are not familiar with this service, this is a video game subscription box where they send you a box of video games every month. I'll leave a link to their website in the description down below if you're curious. I've been unboxing these since I started subscribing. It's been a lot of fun to open them up on the channel here for you guys here. So let's stop wasting time around here. Got my handy dandy little butter knife. So let's open this up and see what video games we got this month. Gonna make that cut here. Pop that down. Now, usually with these, I always like to just get rid of the bubble wrap, make as much of a blind grab as I can. Oh, hang on, feels like we got a card thing on top here. What's this? Oh, this is a Nintendo Ereader from the Game Boy Advance, the Ereader. Oh, dropped it. So the Game Boy Advance had this accessory called the Ereader, which I've never owned. But it was basically this little cartridge you would put in the Game Boy Advance. You'd swipe these cards, and you would unlock things in games. And sometimes you would even unlock full games by swiping these cards. From what I understand, it was a pretty big hit in Japan. But out here, it just never took off. But yeah, it's kind of cool. From what I understand, these can be somewhat hard to come across these days. I don't really know how much they're worth. I'll have to take a look into it. Looks like this is an air hockey e-reader. Slide this to play air hockey. So yeah, just a simple air hockey game, I guess. You put the e-reader in the Game Boy Advance, slide this, and you play air hockey. Kinda cool. Let's see what the first game is here, though. Feels like we're starting with an NES game. We're starting with... oh, Double Dragon 2, The Revenge. Cool. Double Dragon is one of those classic beat-em-up games. Like, it really was one of the pioneers of that genre. The Angry Video Game Nerd famously reviewed the third game with the whole Bimmy and Jimmy thing. But I've never really played Double Dragon 2. I used to have the first game when I was in college, and I played that a bunch because it's actually a really fun game. But yeah, Double Dragon 2 The Revenge, I don't think I've ever actually played this, and I'm actually excited to have an excuse to play this when I go to do the B-roll now. So let's see what our next game is. Alright, next game we have here. Feels like something sealed, like a sealed PS1 game? Let's see what it is. Skydiving Extreme. Wow, this is sealed. It is a factory seal because it's got the thing at the top here. But cool, it's a skydiving game. I've never been skydiving. Funny enough, I had some friends and even my sister over just last night, and they were just actually talking about skydiving. And what drove that along was we were watching the Mortal Kombat movie, which, by the way, is a pretty good movie. You should check it out. But there's a scene in there where they do some skydiving, and my sister and friends started talking about it, and we had to rewind that scene in the movie because they were talking over the dialogue. Anyway, never been skydiving. Never had much of an urge to, but I will check this out. I might honestly try and emulate this for the B-roll. You'll know by the time you're watching this if I do that, because I don't have many sealed PS1 games, and yeah, they're kind of hard to come across, so it might be kind of nice to keep this sealed. I do have a Raspberry Pi that I've been meaning to set up to be like my own little PS1 classic. I just haven't gotten around to it yet, so maybe now I will. Make sure I include that on there. What's next? Another sealed game. Is it sealed? I don't know. I can't tell because it's the same size as the box, which means we have to rip it. Yeah, what do we got in here? We got a sealed copy of Lord of the Rings, Aragorn's Quest. Awesome. I love Lord of the Rings. You see I got Sting over here. But I don't know if I ever played this game. I did play both the Two Towers and the Return of the King when those came out on the PS2. And I have the Third Age on GameCube. I really like the Lord of the Rings games that were coming out around the times of the movie here. But I didn't actually play this one. I think... now, the copyright date on this here says 2010, which was obviously well into the PS3 life. So I'll have to look into it and see if this is a PS3 game that also got a PS2 port. And if that's the case, I'm definitely going to be way more curious about this, because, again, I love Lord of the Rings, and I love shitty games in my own way. Just really love the really shitty games. So yeah, if this is just a shitty version of a what was at the new time a new generation game, this could be kind of fun. So anyways, that is indeed the last game in the box. So thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and let me know about it in the comments down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. I upload on Saturdays. Follow me on Twitter, and I hope to see you next time.